Hi everyone.
Oh God.
Hi.
Oh boy.
Oh God, I feel like we are chaos personified every single time we come to this opening gambit of any of our streams, and I love it.
But I'm the one that gets told off and not Tom. It's not fair.
One day we're going to be so professional. We're going to be super professional. It's going to be unbelievable.
I don't know what you're talking about.
One day. But guys, listen, it's Wicked Wednesday. It's Wicked frickin' Wednesday.
Yeah.
We're Wicked Game. I'm Lydia. This is Nikki. This is Michelle, and this is Tom.
Great.
We got it right.
I did get it right. Woo me! And we are tonight playing From the Ashes, which is our Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition game. And let's just quickly do some very, very brief announcements. Check out our YouTube page. We've got some fun stuff on there at the moment. You can catch up on any VODs that have been put up from here, but then also we've got some lovely little things that kind of complement the stuff that we're doing on there as well, some bonus fun stuff. This Saturday we are starting a new side quest campaign, which is going to be Monster Hearts, and Michelle is DMing. It's going to be so fun. I'm really excited about this. I'm not going to lie, perhaps once again overinvested in my character.
Some great characters.
So, yeah, I'm loving it. We're going to
Let's hope this one doesn't fucking die.
Wow.
Never forget. So pop by for that. As always, just the biggest thank you to our mods, Flash, Rooney, Sweet Poison. We love you guys so much. I think that's everything. Is that everything? We've done it?
The thing that is on our YouTube channel, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, is a in-fiction sort of diary monologue piece written and performed by Lydia, set in the world. So if you want a little bit of additional lore, it's a little 15-minute audiobook type thing of a fictional diary. It's very well done. It's well worth listening to.
Yeah.
Look, it's just fun. It's just, this stuff is fun because all these people's lives are not really intertwined, but they, this person in the diary is actually escaping Arroway Haven. They're leaving Arroway Haven just as these guys are arriving. So there's that there's always tiny little, whenever I'm making stuff like this, I always like to put little Easter eggs in for people. So, fun. Moving on from talking about stuff that I've done. I think, have we got any other announcements?
Moving on to stuff that I've done, let's move on to the game that I'm DMing. Yeah, good.
No more pre-game announcements, Lydia.
Okay, in which case, let us discard our living carcasses and ascend to the comfort of a world that has dragons and dire badgers. So guys, last time, and then the time sort of briefly before that, our three friends have found themselves in Arroway Haven. They rocked by losing a brief friend that they found along the way. They were immediately mugged, which didn't turn out well for the muggers. And also didn't turn out that well for our boy Serge. But you stayed the night in a rather chill tavern stroke pastry shop stroke music venue called the Cat in the Custard Pot. And kind of expensive rooms, but a real treat. So you spent your first night in the city. And the next day, you essentially decided you were going to take the guitar from your fallen friend, Marcos, and you're going to fix it up. So you found somebody to go and do that, who has said that they would do it free of charge. And what have I forgotten? Because now you're essentially off. You've got like chores for the day to do. New city, new start, getting down to it. I think that's kind of everything.
Everybody hates you.
Yeah. I mean, you think you've made a new friend with this guitar, but you better believe he's telling everyone in the city that he met 3 new people that absolutely hate him, especially.
Hang on, just for 2 seconds. Can we just establish that wasn't me saying that everybody hates Lydia? For anyone who is new to this, that is watching this for the first episode, I want it known that I'm not just saying that everybody hates Lydia. It is a reference to a character that she.
These
put
guys
in
hate me.
That's
I try so hard. I come here every week and I DM, and they just really hate me. I don't know what I can do to turn it around.
Killing NPCs, Lydia.
Lydia Lart.
I do know what I can do to turn it around. I just don't wish to do it. Okay, so you guys have left the darkened interior of a Cree's house, which was just like a couple of single candles and closed shutters, even though it's a very bright day outside. So as you emerge again into the street, you have that stark sunshine coming down, and you've been kind of given the sort of, you take the first right and then you go down there and then you'll see it at the end, to a shop that is kind of like a general store for adventuring goods. And I'm guessing you're making your way. You're very welcome to go, no, we're doing our chores a different way round. So
we actually, Lydia, I believe last time I mentioned I actually wanted to go to the specific store.
Okay. So
Fuck you, Nikki.
Cam takes 12d6 psychic damage.
I'm actually immune to psychic damage on account of being an absolute fucking cutie.
Okay.
No.
Tom takes all of that psychic damage.
You don't. Yeah, exactly. You know, it's all kicking off right away, and it's literally a shopping episode. So just get into that shop, guys. Come on.
Let's go to the shop. Everybody to the shop. I want to get inside. It's too bright out here.
Come inside. There's sun inside.
No, don't want inside.
You see the sign which says the Disarmed Dandelion, and you push the door open and the door triggers a little bell that rings. Inside is a woman. She is in her 40s. She has strawberry blonde hair that's in kind of like a short bob with like a little short fringe, and it's all like neatly tucked behind her ears. She looks strong and she's quite slight, but she's got that kind of like strong body, and she's wearing a red shirt that's all like unbuttoned, and she's wearing leather trousers, and she's got like, you know, those cabinets that have like a glass top. She's just got one open and she's swapping some goods out in one particular like glass cabinet. And you have, all 3 of you stepped inside this sort of rather small but quite kind of compact shop that has weapons hung on the wall, weapons in glass cases, some armors on like little kind of wooden mannequins. Yeah.
Is it armors? Is that the plural of armor?
It is now.
What do you fucking think it is?
Sets of armors. Armor. I don't know. It's the maybe the first time I'd ever heard it. Can I? What sort of stuff is like on shelves and whatnot?
It is mostly weapons and armor, and there's the odd like behind the counter there are some little things like wands and so on. There's like a shelf behind the counter that's got like an orb and a couple of little wands. And then, you know, a little kind of glass jar of sweets on the front.
Hi.
Hiya.
Uh,
Welcome to the Disarmed Dandelion. Sorry, I wasn't expecting. So, can I help?
yeah, we have some weapons we'd like to sell, if that's okay.
Pop them on a counter. Let's take a look. She like flips up the counter so she can go behind it and like pats the table. Pop it on there.
Oh, Cam, can you take the stuff out? As Cam holds the bag up, I'll pull out. There was a dagger, a hand axe, and I think a long sword.
As a short sword.
Oh, a short sword.
Because a long sword could not fit in this carpet bag. It's a long bow and a short sword.
That's it.
Yeah, she starts picking them up and looking them over and like checking to try and work out what the blade is made of and what the hilt, how good quality it is. She kind of runs her finger over little scratches on the blades and stuff, and takes a look at the short sword and just rubs off a little of the blood that's on it, and probably Nyx's blood. I think probably.
That's my blood. That's mine. Like, it's fine.
No, it's all right. It's not the first time I've had to do that. It's just it doesn't look good to put it back on the shelves when it looks like that, does it? And sometimes you just want to see if it's like rusted underneath. But no, this looks good, doesn't it? So let's see. I reckon short sword, maybe 3 gold for this one. Dagger, 7 silver pieces, I reckon. What else? There was a hand axe, wasn't there?
Yeah, a hand axe.
Hand axe, 2 gold.
I looked to Serge and Cam. Does that sound okay?
I mean, gold is gold, right?
Yeah.
So I'll do 5 gold, 7 silver for all 3.
Oh, yeah. Perfect.
Tom wants to insight check, but Serge absolutely would not.
Lydia, may I roll a history check to see if the handing over of something that has blood on it would be something that I would be concerned about? Without Nikki getting into specifics.
Roll history. Somebody's been listening to my lore from a different game.
Oh no.
Go ahead. What did you roll?
If it's your first time here, it's only good rolls on this show. I rolled a natural 20.
You rolled a natural 20?
Yeah,
natural
it
20.
happen. It's disgusting. Every time.
Get in the good roll bin, Nikki.
I think
It's plush in here, guys.
there's this vague thought that crosses your mind, but when you overheard Sikros writing a paper or writing in his journals, and he essentially was like spelling stuff out, and he was talking about the possibility, if you had in quantity enough of blood, that you can gain advantage in arcane circles. However, dried blood, you would have to have, first of all, it has to be absolutely pure. You can't just scoop up a bit of dirt that's got blood drops on it. That doesn't work. And it's so wild that of all the
I feel like you're giving me a lot of information that maybe I would not have extrapolated as my character.
But what I'm saying is, this is what you overheard him say. However much you think will have sunk in for Cam is up for you to decide. But a bit of dry blood on a weapon is not going to do it.
Cool. Is Cam clean? And I'm just going to start to like wipe all of the like kind of like take it like and start like wiping it.
No, that's useful. Thank you.
And I'm going to start like basically, Cam is just going to start wiping all the blood off it.
Thanks.
You
Do you want to swap anything for anything? I mean, you can do a bit of a part exchange.
I think
Yeah,
this all looks
food?
too heavy for me.
Do we have food? Did you just say, do we have food?
Yes.
No, dear. go to the market for that one, my
It's
lovely.
okay.
Do you have Nyx is going to look up at the armor on the wall. Do you have something that would fit me? You know, that I can maybe wear?
Ooh. Well, yeah, let me that's definitely going to be too big. I'm not very good at doing adjustments because I'm not a seamstress, so I'll just work out if I've got one that fits you right. I know someone who works for me a couple of days a week, and they can do one bespoke if you wanted bespoke. They just come do a little bit of like measurements. That usually runs you. I mean, what kind of armor are you looking for here?
Oh, honestly, don't really know. I just got stabbed a lot last night, and it
tough.
hurt. And as a point, Serge, I think we need to get some for you as well.
Do you think that'd fit me? Looking up at like a full plate armor.
Yeah, there's a breastplate that has like a lion head on it, and she goes, oh yeah, I mean that is very good. The workmanship on that one is incredible. That's 500 gold pieces. So if you wanted to, like, I'm sure we could get someone in just to bang it into place a little bit if that's what you wanted.
No, thank you. No. That's a lot. That's a lot. But thank you very much for thinking of me.
I'll go.
If you find
Look,
some with
like leather more. Like leather, or are you looking more for? Yeah. Well, I've got racks out back that wouldn't fit here, like second-hand ones. I can go and sort of like just eyeball and get a few out and see whether they fit or not. If you've got time to try stuff on.
So real talk here. I cannot wear any armor.
I think the real world feel for that would be that whenever you put it on, you feel like it's not got enough like slits in the arms for you to do your like the somatic component elements. So you need free flowing or nothing, nude. Darling. But Nyx, over the next like half an hour or so, she brings out a couple and sort of puts them up against you and puts you in them. Essentially, here's the deal. There is a second-hand brown leather regular armor for 10 gold pieces. She does have a new set that somebody commissioned and convinced her to make without the money up front, and they never came back. That one is 12 gold pieces and it's black. But all of these are regular leather armor.
I want it in black. I'll pay extra having it in black.
You fully just conned 2 gold out of our level 2 party by making it black.
I see some armor and I want to paint it black.
I will pay 2 gold so you can paint it black.
Do you guys mind if I spend the money on it?
No. What are you kidding?
Yeah, it's look, poke me with this, and I had Cam my scalpel. I'm like, poke me.
Isn't it?
Okay, well don't actually poke me. I won't poke. Okay. I just feel a bit safer.
You kind of press it with your finger and it just creaks in that way that new leather does a little bit. It's going to take a little bit of like what I always recommend. If you've got any oil or whatever, give it a good rub down at night, and then in the morning when you first put it on, do some stretching in it, and it like it means that it kind of moves. It's like shoes. You've got to like break them in a little bit. It's going to feel a bit stiff at first.
I think I look down at my feet and kind of wiggle my toes and go, right, yeah, like shoes.
Oh yeah.
Is we have coin?
Yeah.
So, if you wanted the armor, I'd take what you've given me, and then you also have to give me Lydia does mental arithmetic.
6 gold and 3 silver?
That's right. Perfect.
Should have said something. There you
Wrote that
go.
down.
I'll hand over the money.
Lovely. What a joy it is to do business with people who are just so straight down the line. They know what they want. You know, it's been a joy. Anything else? We got like got some nice things here. We got like a little ball that lights up. I don't have a lot of magic stuff, but I've got this ball that it's a ball that it lights up.
Is toy?
Well, yeah, it's like a bit of an expensive toy, but if you want it to be a toy, it can be a toy.
Yes, no, thank you.
You know, in case people can't see in the dark that well, it's you know, it sort of floats and stuff. That's it's 750. That's pretty though, isn't it? Could be whatever colour you want.
Is how much?
750 gold pieces. That one. We've also got this ring. This ring. She like pulls over a little like tray with like a latch and opens the top. She pulls out this beautiful ring with like this strange texture on the top of it. It kind of looks like a signet ring with a strange texture on the top. She goes, "This ring, that will protect your mind from being like, ooh, you know, people getting in there. That's a good one."
How much is that?
That's 16,000 gold pieces. That one. So
That's
we got,
like-
you know,
that's
we
like-
don't have.
5,000 eggplants, aubergines.
Yeah. We don't have that.
Oh well,
we don't have
It don't
them.
hurt to tell you what I've got in the stock because I don't get a lot of magic stuff. I get a lot of the other things. You know, a lot of like people come in and they'll chuck me a you know, I've got a lot of armors back there, and a lot of swords and daggers like you just sold me. But I don't get a lot of the magic stuff, so I like to tell people. You know, I mean, I've had a couple of things here. I've had this wall hammer. She points to something on the wall. It's not magic, but like it looks fancy. I've had it for 7 years. No one will buy it. So you know, I like to like tell people what I've got.
Is one of those in the canal?
Oh, there is one in the canal.
Oh really? What, as pretty as that? She points. It's got like, it's like a really long silver handle, impractically heavy, and then the actual head of the hammer is like 4 silver skulls in a row. It fancy, is it like that?
Is
If you fish that out of the canal, bring it to me. If it looks like this, you know, I'll give you like 20 gold for it if it's really fancy. That is. I mean, I shouldn't because like I say, I can't shift that one. But sometimes people like things to put on their wall. You know, they just want things that look like buying a painting. You know, they stick it up on their wall.
is painting?
Oh,
no, it's not. That's slightly out of my remit, that one. And I think if I was going to buy a painting, I'd probably go for one in a frame. But that's a nice one. I mean, it probably would have been nice before you ripped it out of the frame.
Is frames gone?
Well, listen, if we meet anybody that might want the weapon up there, we'll totally tell you or tell them where you are. You know.
That's lovely. Tell them to come to Groffia at the Disarmed Dandelion.
Where you are. Okay.
sorry, what was your name?
Groffia.
Sophia. All right.
Is Cam?
Hi,
Serge
Cam.
is Nix.
Serge, Nix, lovely doing business with ya. That armor looks lovely on you.
Thanks. Bit
It's
stiff,
good.
but
Yeah, keep stretching. Especially like oiling around the armpits.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Okay, I can do that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey.
All right. Bye. Thank you.
You head out. The bell goes as you exit through the door. Back out into the the streets. Where you heading to now?
Maybe we should just find more weapons and.
Is
sell
Kiama in stream?
Maybe we just
Yeah.
go like swimming and seeing what we can find, and bring it to her.
I mean, I can do that. I can do that easy.
Okay, that's one way for us to make money. Although I feel like, so on our list of things to do, I feel like we need to get a job. And as great as that sounds, I don't think we should 100% rely on it, because I don't know how much stuff gets dropped in the canal. Also, we need to find somewhere to stay that's cheaper than that other place.
Right, yeah, I guess. How much was the other place?
It's 2 gold a night, I think.
Right, okay.
It was per room, yeah.
For each, yeah. That's quite a lot. Right, okay. Well, what was the next thing on the list? What do you think we could do to try and, I don't know, make some money? Like, we've got a gondola. We can give rides, give tours around the city.
Is food, is job, is bed.
Food is job is bed.
Is food, is jobs, is beds.
So do you want to go find food? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Let's find some food. I guess we could go have
The
brunch.
market.
Oh, the market. Yeah, we could go to the market. They might know of any jobs. I don't know.
Is food.
Just for food.
For food.
Yes.
Okay.
I think
Let's go to the market then. Yeah.
I've only got this. I don't have anything to sell at the market. Like,
You have a
if we
spare
can get
robe.
food.
Don't forget your spare robe.
I have a spare robe now. My robe possession has gone up by 100%.
Stonks.
Actually, this is something I think we should have a little chat about. Because obviously, Cam, you're happy in what you're wearing for now, I assume.
Is maybe smell.
Oh yeah, we should probably wash all our clothes, if I'm honest.
Cam's a gentleman, but a smelly gentleman.
Chamomile is smelly gentleman.
He is. Serge, are you happy
Stinky
walking around in a robe and barefoot, or should we find you
He's
some
bare?
shoes? His bare
Yeah.
feet?
I mean, I don't think. I pick up the one of my feet and there's just like glass kind of embedded in it and stuff. Yeah, I'm also holding it like this. For some reason, I was looking down.
Putting your foot like an ice cream cone.
Oh god.
I mean, maybe some shoes. I guess. Although, do you think they'll get wet if I go swimming? Like,
Yes.
I mean, they will get wet if I go swimming, but
Yeah.
like,
Maybe we
Could I
should
get,
get
like-
you something that's like suitable, like still protects your feet but can get wet as well.
His little fucking waterproof shoe sock toe thing.
Those jelly.
I think we
jelly
know
shoes.
exactly those fucking shoes, and they don't live in my world. I won't let them in.
Let them.
oh my god,
Toe
can
shoes,
we
toe
find
shoes.
jelly shoes.
No.
Well, they just get some fucking Birkenstocks or
Crocs.
something, they'll be fine.
Yeah.
Is sandal.
Yeah, get your sandals.
Is sandal.
Well, let's go to the
Right,
market. There'll be
Do you know where it is?
no.
Can I smell any food?
Ooh, roll perception.
Ten.
Only adequate rolls.
You smell yourself a lot. Every
is,
time you think you've freed yourself from the smell of your own clothes, you just get another whiff, and you think, no, that's
chamomile
still
is
me.
maybe too stinky.
Okay, maybe we should also look for somewhere we can bathe and wash as well.
Is bed, is wash.
I mean, you would have given yourself a cursory.
Yeah, but
splash
my clothes went in the water more than once.
We've all been in
Yeah.
that water.
So, essentially, between walking through the land streets and getting in your gondola, you can. Oh, Tom's.
It's back. It's back.
Paul's gone, but he's back. I need a investigation check from somebody about like just getting around the city and looking for the market.
Oh God, what's happened? Who died?
12. Only good rolls.
You get back in your gondola and you start like moving through the streets, but you keep finding yourself back on those wider streets, the kind of prettier streets that lead you back towards like the Pale Manor area and the area with that big tree that was so pretty. And you just know you're not going to find a market. This is not the side of town where you have nice cheap markets. So you just spend an awful lot of time going round and round and round and round. I think probably by now we're looking at like afternoon. And finally you come into some smaller little water streets. I need better wording for this.
The water streets, I understand.
Water street, land street. And it's much finer, it's much smaller, thinner, and then you start to see that the markets sort of built themselves up either side of the canal. So in order to peruse this particular kind of market, you literally just push your gondola through and then stop, and it's kind of slow going because it's difficult for two gondolas to like go past each other, but it's not impossible. And it's very vibrant. There's lots of spices and foods and fish stalls, meat stalls, vegetables, all kinds of things, and also material. And there's a lot. What this place you start to see quite a lot is very pretty glass. Like oddly, you get a lot of really nice like little shot glasses that are maybe different colors, and you get larger like goblets and that have, it's essentially stained glass, really really pretty, all blown, and that they sell them also. There's a couple of those stalls at the market because this is the main commodity of Arroway Haven. So tell me what you're kind of picking up.
I'm gonna offer to Cam to would you like me to I can stand there and do the rowing thing so you can like go through to the markets and whatnot.
Is okay. Camro.
Okay. If you want. Alright. Will you tell me where you want us? Take us where you want to go and tell me what you want, and Serge will sort it.
Is food?
You want food? Okay.
Is just food. Is Cam no Cam choose?
Okay, that's okay. You just want some food. Let's find some food. Okay. Okay. Serge, can you see any food?
As you're kind of rowing past, people are calling out. There's somebody like shouting out, half penny for 2 large sweet potatoes. It's like, they're essentially kind of shouting out what their sort of offers are, and somebody just sort of, as Serge, you're like standing sort of at the front, aren't you? And things at the back. You just sort of get like a big handful of leeks thrust in your face, and somebody sort of shouting, "Copper for these, copper."
Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. And I take what I'm given.
I'll give the copper. I'll give the copper.
They grab the copper, and you've got a nice big like brace of leeks. I don't know if brace is the right word, but
leeks. I love it. They go in a pocket, and I continue on. I venture forth.
Oh, do you want these? Sweet
I'll
potatoes?
say this.
Sorry, what you say?
Sweet potatoes?
Yeah. Can I buy some sweet potatoes?
She's asking if you want the sweet potatoes as well.
Yeah.
That is, you can get 4 giant sweet potatoes for a penny. Wow, guys, this is a
penny?
hell of a shopping episode.
A penny?
for a penny, yeah, because it's half a penny for 2 sweet potatoes. Yeah.
Do you mean a copper, or is pennies now a currency as well?
No. A penny is.
Okay.
Come on.
Then yes, absolutely.
Come on.
I was like, oh my god, there's more currency. I'm buying 4 sweet potatoes and I'm giving them to Cam to put in his bag.
Is all in bag.
Yeah. We've got some leeks.
So I can
What
say
else
this:
do you got?
you could fill that bag full of vegetables and like fresh bread and you tell me, like they sell like crackers and biscuits and all sorts of things. You can essentially get rations of fresh produce for, you know, a couple of silver, I guess.
Yeah.
Incredible.
All from like
Yeah,
different schools, people who are kind of like specializing in certain things.
I reckon I'm very happy with kind of essentially like if people are doing the proper sort of like, you know, Marrakesh open market kind of shoving stuff in your face, I'm taking it. Like if it's edible, I'll take it, absolutely. Like
Serge is just eating it, and then I'm like in the
whatever
middle of the
we can find.
boat, just having to hand out money to people. Like, we've got to pay for this, Serge.
I've just got a leak in my mouth. Yeah.
Nyx, your passive perception would notice further on down the way there's a bit of a commotion, and there is essentially a kind of a big human guy further on down who has like a child by the neck and by like the belt of its trousers, and just hoofs it into the lake and goes, "Piss off, thief!" And sort of after that's done, everyone, like, there's a couple of like rotten potatoes thrown at the kid in the canal, and then people go back to normal, just like, pockets are worth it. They're, you know, god damn it, so annoying.
Boy, there's a boy in the water. And I'll give the cut.
Mummy, there's a boy in the water.
I just got that scene from the beginning of Pirates of the Caribbean in my head. Anyway, there's a boy in the water.
Joel, in the dungeon.
We must help. Oh god. Can you row us over to this poor boy?
Are you rowing over to where the commotion was? It takes a bit of time. It's like real awkward moments of getting through the market round people, and of course you're still getting stuff like thrust in your face as you're like going past. I mean, and
so
you come to this little.
Does it seem like he can swim? Does it seem like he's sort of like swimming out, or
Roll
is he
perception. Roll
well,
perception.
I'm gonna roll on D&D Beyond. That was a 3. Never rolling on D&D Beyond again.
You don't know. You
Can
don't
I
know. There's just, it's too busy. There's too many people in the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
You push your way through, and you get to this little area where you can see like an alley between market stalls that are kind of spilling out into the canal, and you just see this sort of awkward small figure of a half-orc boy, like pulling himself up into the alleyway, and like he sort of shakes his head out and starts like brushing himself down, and he looks at his shoulder and there's like a bad graze, and the blood seems to be going through onto his shoulder, and he just kind of does this and like slopes off into the alleyway.
Do you wanna maybe follow him? I feel like we could, like, if he was trying to steal something, maybe like he just needs some food, like.
Yeah.
We've got leeks. We got loads of leeks.
He could
Like
have
so many leeks.
And there's only 3 of us. We've got 1 spare sweet potato he can have.
That was quick math. Right, yeah. Yeah. We do.
We do. Can I yell out to him? Is he close enough that he'd hear me, or would I have to
Water
crop
boy.
Boy!
Oh, God.
You there,
you
boy.
make, like, you're not that far at all. It's quite a cramped little street. If you hollered over the top of the people who are shouting for their goods, so just give me a little performance check for your boy.
Come here, boy. I don't want to yet have to yell so loud that I'm drawing attention to us. Like I want to do this as like, you know, we're trying to stay under the radar. So performance. That's a 6.
Only good rolls.
Boy.
Oh.
Boy.
I'll say this, like it's loud. It's loud enough, but it comes out at this weird screech that you didn't really know that you had in you, and everyone around goes, "Oh, she's just calling. Okay, that's fine." But it comes out as like a real strangled, strange noise, and the boy like looks at you and goes, and starts to run off down the alleyway.
I think I scared him away.
Can I do my thing and sort of like concentrate for a second and pinpoint his sort of like consciousness and say, "No, wait, we have food."
Yeah, you reach out and you sense this sort of you sense this consciousness as it sprints off, and you know the moment that it's really landed because the boy, out of sheer shock of hearing a voice in his head, just falls flat on his face in the alleyway. So shocked is he that he's got like this Irish man speaking in his head that he just trips straight over.
Look round to Nick and say, "I think I killed him."
Camro's out here now.
He is.
Perfect time to bail.
Yeah. Should we just bail? Oh god.
Is he
okay?
The gondola just moves through and away out of the eye line of the alleyway. And you push on. Listen, I think it'd be fair to say that you've got maybe 5. Like, if we're going to do ration type things, you've got 5 rations.
Is that
you
total,
can
like,
split
per person per day, or for the 3 of us for 5 days worth of ration for 3?
For the 3 of you, got 5 ration packs. But bearing in mind they are not cooked,
No.
so
What kind of time of day is it currently?
It's probably around 4ish.
Do you think it? I mean, we've got food now. Do you think it'd be a good idea to see if we can find a job?
His job is bed.
His job is bed. Right? Yeah. Although
His job
shouldn't
bed.
be bed. I don't think.
His
That's
job
His job
is bed.
is bed. Right. Yeah.
Well, I don't think we're going to find a job tonight, but
Maybe.
someone mentioned something about Stewart's Hall, so maybe we could go there and just see what the protocol is. You know, do you just
Like, sign up.
yeah, do you say I need a job and they give you a job? Or like, because also if we've got to declare ourselves, and that's weird, I don't know if we want that.
Oh. Right.
Sorry, Cam, you gasped. Do you think of something?
Yes. Can I look in the water to see if there's anything of value?
Oh,
And we're going to go,
Roll perception.
14, baby.
This water is not good quality water.
I'm not going
This
to
is
stick my head in it.
market
Basically, I just want to go,
You don't see anything down there except sort of mulchy carrots, and sort of bits of bread and stuff. And there's the odd fish coming through that's nibbling on the food that's fallen in the water. But that's it.
Kian thought, maybe
I mean, it's worth
Is
a
now?
look.
is job hall is maybe job hall is maybe
I don't know if it's
ask
a job hall.
maybe about bed.
We could ask about beds too.
Oh, there.
About beds.
Is if you ask about beds.
Beds?
Beds.
Who got
Layers.
I think Serge kind of just looks. Serge does what we haven't done all day, and sort of looks at someone as I'm going past and say, "Excuse me, sorry, I was just wondering whether you knew where the steward's hall was.
Yes. No, I can tell you where that is very easily. It's you've got a little way to go because you're kind of in the wrong side of town. But if you go back this way, and then he essentially directs you to it. I'm not gonna.
Cool.
But you.
No, Lydia, come on.
You know the way now, if you can remember that thing that I did not say out loud. And you head off.
Hey,
you find yourself approaching. Now, this is a much bigger street. It is one of those streets that has a canal running down the middle and like land roads either side, land streets either side of it. And sort of very, very occasionally you'll get a bridge kind of arching over. And the Steward's Hall is tall, pale stone building with 4 pillars framing tall double doors in the front. And as your gondola pulls up, there are little posts for tethering your gondola to it. You see a big wooden board that is sort of at the bottom. There's like stairs that go up to the front door with the pillars, and there is a wooden board just sort of to your left of the where the steps are, and with bits of paper attached to it that are fluttering a little bit in the breeze. And there is a halfling custer, police, like a guards type person, custer that is standing right in, like next to it, standing by this wooden board.
Hello.
What?
Is chamomile chamomile is looking for you.
All right, yeah. My name's Clouter, and what?
We are too, not just Cam.
Is
but,
friends.
You're all looking for jobs. Yeah, no.
That's all right.
That's normal. That's normal. You can take a look at that. I'm posted here today because it's important people know that from today, when you take a job from the jobs board that is from the city, part of what you earn from that's got to come back to us, kick back to the city. It's a new initiative to keep the streets clean, and it's trying to find a way of like officially making sure that like adventuring mercenary types pay taxes. So every job you take, you get the money and then you give a bit back. Yeah?
Aren't they just doing jobs you should be doing?
I'm sorry, what? What's that? What'd you say? What was that?
Well, nothing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's so bright out here.
So how much do we, if we were to take a job, how much would we give back to the community?
Well, today is 20%, but we don't know if that's going to stay that way. And it's not all of them, it's the ones that are like from the city, yeah? So like, we've got like, she points to one, and essentially the board is divided up into normal jobs and then subaquatic jobs. And she points to one on there's not as many on the subaquatic side, but she points to one that's on the subaquatic side and says, this one's been put here by the Briach family, and they just want like a quipper issue in their basement, and they just posted this themselves, so you don't pay tax on that one, but the other ones you do. But those ones, they tend to not to be so well paid anyway, so you know.
Is maybe Cam is confused? Is maybe you just give less instead?
You think it would work that way, but actually we have to hand it to you, and then you've got to hand it back for some reason. They're still smoothing it out. We've got a new pro council, everything's different now.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Can we just like give, instead of like giving it back here, can we just like take it and like pay for food? Because then it's still going back to the community, right? but we get something as well. We get food. Does that work?
If you were to take money for a job and then spend it on yourself, you'd be arrested.
No. But we'd be
Gotta pay the
spending it
tax.
on. Right.
Is maybe job is open doors?
What?
What do you? Oh,
Is maybe job for Cam open doors?
Outside?
Is
Outside?
is maybe
Oh, you
job?
want to talk to the Guild of Grounds people for stuff like that? We don't get a lot of those kinds of jobs up on the board, that's for sure. No, you'll get that through the
Cam
Guild.
is good at open doors. Is
You
watch?
want to
Is watch?
Yeah, no, that.
Hello, is chamomile? Is hello is chamomile?
What is happening right now?
he
what is
wants,
happening?
He wants a job opening doors. Do you have any of them?
Oh, like a kind of host or something. Interesting. I don't know.
Chamomile
That's not.
is gentleman.
He is a gentleman.
Oh, I
Gentleman.
see. So like a kind of butler job. Well, those ones are hard to come by. They are hard to come by. Yeah. I can't really help you with that because we don't really deal with that kind of stuff. We're more like this one. There's some sharks that are harassing some farmers out in the ocean, and then there's this
Wild
one
set.
here. There's a farming community down the beach up that way, and they've got some beasties that keep like screwing them around. That's a good one. That pays lots. That one does.
Kind of
and you
beastie.
get- Oh, I don't
'Cause
really know.
we've fought stinky babies and we've
Is
fought
Stinky Baby?
badgers.
Is Badger?
You've been killing babies.
Is
Stinky babies.
No.
is Wash Stinky Baby?
You can't even kill the ones that don't smell good. You've got to leave them alone. I'm concerned now. I don't really like how this conversation
is Stinky Baby?
They didn't really die.
Is Stinky Baby?
They're
Oh
more like
right,
this.
you've named a monster a baby. It's very confusing, and actually, I'd tell you to probably change that because do you see how, like, if I was a different kind of person, I could have like taken that the wrong kind of way. And Jeff
He's
up there, he is trigger happy with his sword,
Oh.
whatever that means.
He's got a gun blade.
He's got a
Pew, pew.
gun blade.
Um,
Oh, it's like a score.
is job watch job?
What watching like my job, like
Is
watching the city.
watch dog?
Watch. You want to be a watchdog?
No.
be like,
Cam watch dog.
Oh, you're a watchdog.
Yeah, again, I'm
Cam
just
wants
going
to
to
watch
keep I'm gonna
dogs.
keep saying it. The kind of jobs that you can get here are these ones, and she points to the bits of paper. If you go in the Stewards' Hall, there are some of the guild representatives there, but really, today, the guild representatives we've got in is. Let me get to the right section of my note.
Cam has not looked at this board once and is looking her dead in the
I
eyes
know.
the whole time.
I was about to say, in a minute, I am going to put you out of your misery and read the job list,
Yeah.
but I'm just going to wait for a bit.
Like in there, we've got the Guild of Handiness, we've got groundspeople, gondolas, troubadours, chimney sweeps, waste disposal. That's who's in there today. It's sometimes they go a little bit on rotation.
Is Bob?
We should probably speak to the gondola guild people.
Oh yeah,
Right.
you want to get into that? That's solid business. There's always work. There's
Wait,
always
wait. Door?
work.
Are we allowed to? We have a gondola. Are we allowed to just have it? Do we need to declare it to people, or?
Well, you can own a
Chamomile,
gondola.
yes.
No,
Bob.
God, you guys are new, aren't you?
Yeah.
God, blimey. All right, so you can have a gondola. But if you're gonna take money for gondola rides, you've got to be part of the guild. Don't give a ride to people. Don't take money for a ride because those gondoliers, they do not mess about. They will, they are
Oh,
a lot.
So it's not even
Big
like
forearms.
we shouldn't even just not take money. We really should not take money.
They will listen. I have seen some horrific injuries for people who've just like tried to a little bit, and then
Is
then
I?
No.
you know, they just take a little, and then they, you know, it's just like a little like copper for a friend, go around the corner, and
It's
they
fair.
get set on by oars. You don't want to do that, I'm telling you.
That's crime.
That's a crime. Yeah.
You fix.
No, you've got to be part of the guild, otherwise fair game.
Is crime you fix?
Well, yeah, fixed crimes, yeah. That's quite a nice way of putting it, yeah, fixed crimes.
Oh, fixed crime.
Yes, maybe Kiamama fix crimes.
Oh, you'll be a custer? That's a long old road, you got to train. Long time, got to train.
Oh,
Yes, maybe no.
no.
Built for it, though. Good boy.
I'm just going to read the board, if that's okay.
All right, on the jobs
We are
board.
1 hour in, guys. We've read the jobs board.
Yeah. This was my realization a second ago. I looked at the time and I went, oh God, I'm so sorry. Everyone who's watching.
Tom, we bought 4 sweet potatoes. You've bitten a leak.
I've got
And
some goth armor. Like, we're doing great.
Oh.
Okay, read that job board.
On the normal or land side, there is a job for there's a village just north of the city that is being pestered by a nest of monsters, is the way that it is phrased. The whole job is 10 gold pieces to clear out the nest of monsters, but there is an additional fee from the villagers, which is 5 gold pieces for every beast killed. So it's an additional bonus, so that you they're trying to make that you get every single one and don't just go, yeah, we killed one, it's done.
Cool.
There's another one, which is technically land, but it's kind of in the middle, which is that there is one of the canals that leads out of the city has a little like nest of electric eels that is sort of in the way, and that is 2 gold pieces to clear it off, to clear them out.
Cool.
There is one of the glass factories outside just like on the city wall. One of the glass factories has some stuff they keep finding. Every time they go in the morning, stuff's broken, so they've got a problem. They don't know what it is though. Something is like vandalizing their glass every day, and that is that actually kind of said, I think it says 15 gold. It says 15 gold for the job, but it does say varies. Subaquatic.
Competitive.
Sharks harassing farmers, 10 gold pieces for all the sharks, but it says in brackets boat necessary, and 1 gold piece to help someone clear out the quippers from their basement. It's a Triton family, so that's in the subaquatic side.
Lydia's reworked the classic rats in a basement to being fish in a basement.
Yep. Yep. It's all about damn quippers.
I have written down quitters here. Quitting what? I don't know. Life.
Chris
if we take
Whitties.
it off. Right, so have you read these, Nix? Or do you think there's anything here that you...
Fighting anything?
It's just wait.
We can wait there overnight.
And then there's no bed.
Then we don't have to worry about bed for the evening. No, but we still need to sleep somewhere, Cam.
It's night. It's wait.
We can wait there.
We could. I might be able to mend some of the things that got broken, and that might be a way for us to make some money.
Is fix.
That would be such a good idea.
Is chamomile at door.
And then Chamomile can wait at the door.
Hello, is chamomile.
Yeah.
I kind of remember how difficult it was when sharks came to my farm. I'd quite like to maybe help out a little.
Is
Okay.
And roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit.
Lydia, why?
I'm whimsical like that.
That was a 12.
You have this like wave of sickness for a second, and then you're fine. Just like it's just like a moment, like slightly giddy, like, and then you're fine.
Oof. Yeah, sorry about that.
You okay?
Yeah, just feel a bit weird. I think it might be the leak. Can we cook them next time? Would that be alright?
Yeah, I think they're meant to be cooked.
Right. Okay. Yeah. But maybe like the sharks as well could be a thing that we try and do.
Well, let's do both. Let's do both.
Is maybe 2. Is maybe 3.
Maybe one for the day and one for the night.
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest. Like,
I'm gonna.
we don't have that much money, and we kind of need it. So.
Anyone that wants to just roll an raw intelligence check.
Oh yeah, fuck it. Let's do it.
I'm on it. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's a 19.
The shark job requires a boat.
Oh, and we've got a gondola, not a boat. Yeah.
If you start trying to heave, like kill sharks from a gondola in the sea, you're going to really struggle.
Yeah. It says we need a boat.
That's a fair point.
Serge. So maybe we'll think about that one in the future if we ever get a boat.
Yeah. Right. That makes a lot of sense actually.
I mean, if you all like surges or tritons or seals or something, then they might be slightly different. But I think you'd struggle.
Well, maybe we try for the village outside town as well, potentially.
Oh yeah, because that pays a lot. Like it's 10 gold pieces and then 5.
For
everything you kill.
everything we exterminate.
Yeah. Maybe we should do the glass thing first though, so then we can go buy ourselves some like maybe get you some shoes. Just make sure we're better equipped because.
Yeah. I think that makes sense. Yeah.
So you have pulled down from the board the information on the nest of monsters.
Yeah.
And the glass factory.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I sort of turn around to the gardens, the Custer, and say, do we like hand these to you, or do we just take them to where we need to go? Like,
I mean, I can put, if you want it to be really official, I'll put your name on here.
Yeah.
For both, for these 2 jobs.
Yeah, please, if that's all right.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
That's
What?
Surge, spelled.
See.
C-U-N-T.
All right, you've kind of put your names down. You've got the bits of paper with the information on it, and do you go? It's starting to be later afternoon now.
Should we try and find this glass factory? I don't know where it is, but if we find it, and then we can
I guess we should maybe go say hello, ask what's happening, and then turn up with them first thing in the morning because we will need to sleep, I think.
So shall we treat ourselves to another night at the custard pot?
Yes.
Or shall we find a new place to go? Like,
sorry, just a quick memory check. Did you actually give money for a second night? Because I remember there was talk of we did.
Yeah, we did. We gave money for a second night. Serge wanted to wait there longer, so I've already paid for another night. So yeah, we've got another night there. So what do you think? You want to go rest now, or then we'd be breaking in, and then if we can't really do that.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, you're looking at the time now. is nearing the time when people who would have a day job in a factory, they might start be packing up.
So we should probably rush over there quickly, just so we can say, hey, we're taking your job, we'll come by first thing in the morning.
Yeah, shall we do that?
Yeah, because then we can find out what time they open and maybe get there as soon as they open.
Yeah.
If they leave now, then is no one there? Is empty?
Yeah.
Is bad things happen?
Maybe, yeah.
Is said it did say that the stuff was happening overnight, right?
Yeah, stuff's happening overnight.
Yeah, they arrive in the morning and lots of their glass is broken.
So it's basically don't need to be there from when they leave to when they come back.
Yeah, but we need to sleep in between, or rest, or like we can push through and get exhaustion.
Yeah, but like
points.
we can sleep there. No, look, can't we just effectively camp
I
out
guess
on
we
the
could, yeah.
factory floor
That's a very good point.
and just take turns taking watch?
I just paid for a really nice hotel.
Is tomorrow? Is
We could
is
just
can
do
do
it
tomorrow?
Maybe we do it tomorrow. Can I read through the info? And is it like, oh, every single night, or is it like just occasionally something's happening?
It's sort of light on information. I'll say that yeah, it's fairly light on information. It says ask for hang on a second, let me get to the right area.
That's fine. Well, so how about this, everyone? We've had a day, we've got to know a few people in the city. You need to pick up your guitar, Serge, tomorrow. Let's call it, and we'll get an early night, we'll go to bed, and then...
Is sleep? Is find new bed?
Yeah.
Is do job?
Yeah, well, let's not find a new...
Is not pay, is find.
Yeah, but we don't need to find it yet, because if we're planning on we're going to sleep at the factory...
Yeah, but is find before.
Okay.
Yeah, the piece of paper says speak to Mrs. Alana at the factory for more information. Okay, so we're looking at late afternoon. I think with the amount of talking that you've done, you would. Sorry if I just missed that bit of conversation that you just said, but I think now that you're beginning to see that it's moving into late afternoon, early evening, it wouldn't really be the time now to go to the factory because it's just a little bit too late for working hours.
Yeah.
But did you say you were talking about clothing shopping? Because you could squeeze that in before you.
I think we just want to find Serge a pair of shoes. I think that's the big thing. Maybe find him something else that's not just a robe would be nice, but also that's up to you, Serge.
We can make that a really quick roll if you want.
Yeah, I think
which is just an investigation check, a persuasion check, and then we'll work out what you get and what it is, rather than role playing the whole thing.
I think realistically, Serge isn't too bothered. I think if Nyx is sort of playing mum a little bit and going, no, this is impractical, then he would go along.
You've got glass in your feet, darling. We're getting you some shoes. Like,
you're about to rock up to a professional job wearing a bathrobe.
Yeah. True. Very, very valid point.
I rolled a 21 investigation.
Nice. You have this, in fact, I'll say with that roll, as you are gliding back through the streets, you just remember that that Cam saw some hanging baskets out the front of a tailor shop, and you're like, we know where a tailor shop is, and maybe they have shoes as well. And you go in, and let's have a persuasion roll for what you're getting.
I'll go for that persuasion roll.
Do it.
I shouldn't have. That was an 8, so a 13.
That's fine. That's not too bad. You get a set of what is essentially real normal clothes that they can be whatever way that you want them to be, and a set of sandals for a gold. No, that's too much. 5 silver pieces.
5 silver. Okay.
Okay.
I will take it. Thank you very much.
And I will remove it.
Great. So you've taken the money off of that. Very good. And you head. You're heading back to the Cat and the Custard Pot now?
I think so. I think all the way I would. We haven't met a huge amount of people in this city. I would be looking. We haven't technically met her, but I would be looking out for Steffi. Is it? Sephi, sorry. Yeah, I would be looking out for Sephi. Just making my way through the city, and kind of like just keeping an eye out, I think.
All right, I'll bear that in mind rather than doing a roll.
Also, just for you, I'm doing my vigilant blessing on myself, so I'll have advantage on initiative if anything happens, because Nyx is definitely on the lookout for anyone who looks like they look like they're about to rob us.
Muggers is rife in this city.
Yeah. All right. Well, you I'd say it would have taken a little while. You were definitely those people that went into a shop quite close to closing time and went, "We'd like a whole outfit. Let's do a makeover."
Yeah.
And it's evening time by the time you get back to the Cat and the Custard Pot. And Kath sort of waves at you. Kath, the little goblin girl with the neat braid, and she's always really well turned out. She's got a nice little white collar and a little bit of makeup. And she goes, "Hey up, sorry, just thought I'd say hello. I spoke to you. I didn't speak to you because you were passed out, but another lot." He says, "My name's Kath. Just thought I'd stop in. I don't want to be presumptuous, but am I right in thinking that you are new in the city? I just remember you were a bit, and again, I don't want to be presumptuous, but I remember you wincing a bit at the price of the rooms before. And I just was keeping my ear out today because you seem like nice folk, and Cliff heard of something. So I thought I'd give you the tip. But it's a really good deal for a place to, somebody that we know. So I'd act on it quite quickly. If
Right.
you're interested, I think it's going to go quickly because it's a really good deal if you like that kind of lodgings sort of situation. I mean, it's very fancy here, and you can stay here as long as you like.
Wait,
but,
so it's lodgings? It's like a place to stay?
Well, actually, it's, and it might not be up your street, but it's kind of it's one of those situations where you've got someone who's got a little bit of I don't really know how to put it, but it's it is lodgings, but it's super cheap for a reason, helping out kind of thing. She's an old lady. I don't want to be rude to her, but she's an old lady,
Can I just this is just ringing alarm bells for me a little bit.
Yeah,
So,
I knew it would.
can
I knew
just,
if you guys are not, you're not good at settling in one place, are you? Roll insight.
Can I just sort of speak to Nyx in? Let's go. It was a 14 plus nothing. 14.
You get the feeling that Kath is a bit she doesn't really care if you take the tip, but Yeah, 14. Yeah, she's not pushing for you to have it. And she actually doesn't know that much about it. She heard it from, this is like third-hand information. Cliff knows somebody. Cliff is the guy that runs the cat and the custard pot. And Cliff was the one that knows the person who has lodgings. Kath overheard that and was like, oh, those people seemed like they were really struggling with the thing. So she's telling you. But other than that, she has no vested interest in you. She's not going to take a commission for you taking the lodging. But I'd say with a 14, the added thing that you get with that is that she trusts Cliff implicitly. And she didn't need to give you the tip off.
I think I'm going to mind speak very quickly whilst going, ooh, literally just sort of like go, Nix, what do you think? Like, and Cam, like, I'm just gonna go cross-eyed and have a slight nosebleed and sort of do both of you at the same time, and kind of go, what do we think of this? Because, yeah,
well, we can't just stay in lodgings forever, or stay in taverns and stuff forever. She doesn't seem to be pushy, she's not begging for us to stay with her, this woman. And if it is just a little old lady, then, if anything, she's the fool for, just taking us in if we take it. So,
should we just take it?
It doesn't hurt to check it out, right?
No, I think, yeah. Why not?
Oh god, it feels super icky, but also, I don't know.
What I love about this is that you guys have a nice long conversation, and on the outside you have a goblin looking at a furbolg and a furbolg looking at a goblin.
Is Chamama.
Do you know?
Kath.
Do you know how much it would be?
No, I don't. Honestly, I don't have the information. I'll get Cliff.
Yeah,
and she
just give us
calls
the
him
information,
over.
yeah.
And he goes, hello. Sorry, I was just in the middle of like pulling stuff out of the oven. Kat says you might be interested in my friend Marla's lodgings. Yeah, you want to act quick if you want that, because I think that's going to get snapped up quite quickly. But you don't know me from Adam, but she's a bit of
Adam?
No, Cliff. I'm Cliff.
Cliff.
But
that's Kat.
Serge.
Nice to meet you, Serge. I did sort of wave yesterday, but you were not with us. Yes. So listen, my dear friend, she's a dear friend. She's a dear friend to everybody in the city. She's a bit of a sort of local legend. I think is probably the best way to put it. She's been in this city for just the longest time, and she's getting on now a little bit. And she could just, her husband passed away and her children have moved out and moved on, and she's really just sort of she's got a big house with rooms, and she won't want to admit this because she was quite capable in her day, but she doesn't, I think, feel that safe on her own anymore. Because she's getting on, and I think she's concerned that she's on her own, and she would feel a little bit better if she had some people around. I don't know the full specifics, but I think she's giving the rooms at quite a good price, because you would have this additional bit of responsibility of making sure she's really independent though, so she won't really want you like watching her the whole time. She's got like a whole life, but she is quite I think it's one of those situations where you probably just have to meet her and sort of get an idea for it. But I can take you over there. I can do an introduction if you're interested in that.
I think it sounds great. I think Cam, you'll be able to open the door for her, maybe. That could be a good job. And
Well,
yeah, if you could show us in the morning, I think that would be great.
I could show you in the morning. I think it might be a good idea if you really want it for me to show it. Do the introduction now at least. Or like this evening.
Yeah, of course.
Kat can cover, and we can just kind of walk over. Guys, listen. Should we call it a night? I don't know what's happening with Twitch, but like,
I think it's best. We'll call it early.
We'll wrap it there.
Yeah.
If anyone can see it. If not, watch it on the VOD. It's a shorter session this week, guys.
It's fine. This will still keep going. There's something going on. Thank you everyone for joining us. We'll pick this up again next week at the same time. Join us on Saturday morning for Dragon Age, and Saturday at 7 for our first session of Monster Hearts on Side Quest, DM'd by Michelle. We're all very excited. Thank you very much to Indigo Chameleon for following. Thank you very much for Pangur Band the White for following. Thank you very much to Zibbles for following. Kyle, K92 Relentless, thank you very much for resubscribing. Rise Up Games, thank you very much for following and hosting us with Viewer. If you haven't already, check out our YouTube channel where we have this beautiful piece of fiction written and performed by Lydia of a character set in this world. It's sort of like a monologue diary audiobook thing. It is a wonderful listen. It's very short, so do give it a go. It's going to give you a lot of colour and a lot of flavour for the wider world.
if you like audiobooks, you might well like it.
Yes, it's a nice little audio bite.
Yeah.
But thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thanks guys. Sorry we had to cut it short again. Like, this is not the way that we want to be doing things. Hopefully we'll find a way to not
but we
tackle.
will speak to you soon.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Love.
Love.
Bye.